Hi everyone and welcome back. I hope you are fine, healthy, and safe. Please just stay at home and get ready for another online lesson. Today we are going to learn reported speech. What does reported speech mean? Let's have a look at this example. Yesterday, Kamel, the boy on picture, said that he was so excited about that a trip. Today, I'm asking you, what did Kama say yesterday? So, to answer this question, there are two ways. First, you can just say the same exact words of Kamal, and you can say, Kamal says, I am so excited about this trip, and you put his speech between quotation marks. Or you can do it indirectly with some changes, but you keep the same meaning. Kemal said that he was so excited about that trip. So, what does it mean? I'm reporting speech. As simple as this. So, to report speech, it means to tell someone of what another person said. So, we use reported speech to report what someone has said. We can report statements, that is to say, a declarative sentence with a subject and a verb, like what Kemal said. I was excited about the trip. We can also report questions like, what's your name? Are you happy? We can also report commands, requests, and suggestions. So in today's video, we are going to learn how to report statements. Let's have a look at this example. I'm doing my homework now, said Tom. This is direct speech because the speech is between inverted commas. If I would like to move from this direct speech into reported speech, this is how I should start. Tom said that he, so the speaker here is a male. So I change I into he. I am doing, thus present continuous tense. So present continuous, when you move to indirect speech, becomes the past continuous, and we are going to see this in more details. My homework changes into his homework, and the expression of time now changes into then, and our sentence becomes Tom said that he was doing his homework then. What did you notice? Good job. So when we change direct speech into reported one, we change the verb tense. For example, in our case, present continuous changes into past continuous. We also change pronouns. So the I changes into he, my into his, and also we change time and place expressions. So here we have now, that becomes then. So let's get started with number one, changes in verb tense. Example number one. Sam said, I like romantic movies. Can you look at the word that is in red color? That's the verb like in simple present. When we change the direct speech into indirect speech, Sam said that he liked romantic movies. What happened? Excellent. So simple present in direct speech becomes the simple past. We changed also the I into he since the speaker is a man and without of course without quotation marks. So remember simple present, simple past. What if I have simple past in direct speech? Like in the following example. Ali said, I watched a nice movie yesterday. In direct speech, Ali said that he had watched a nice movie the day before. What are the changes that happen? Yeah, so the I changes into he, watched, which is the simple past, changes into the past perfect, had plus the past participle of the verb. And we have yesterday time expressions, which changes into the day before. Remember, simple past becomes the past perfect. Example number 3. Alex said, we have finished to read this book. Which tense is have finished? Very good. So have or has plus the past participle, that's present perfect. So when we have present perfect in the direct speech, it becomes the past perfect. And our sentence becomes Alex said that they had finished to read that book. Notice that this changes into that. So there are two tenses that changes into the past perfect, simple past and present perfect. So what if we have past perfect in the direct speech? As in this example, Mary said I had bought a new car. Had plus the past participle. In indirect speech, Mary said that she had bought a new car. Very good. There is no change at all. So when there is the past perfect in the direct speech, when you move to reported speech, you don't change the tense. However, here I becomes she because the speaker is Mary and Mary is a female. Recapitulation. When we move from direct speech into direct speech, the present simple becomes the past simple, the present continuous changes into the past continuous, the present perfect becomes past perfect, and the past simple becomes past perfect, and the past perfect does not change. It stays the past perfect even in indirect speech. Also, we are going to look at some changes of modal verbs. Or, for example, I will go to Shishawa tomorrow. Reported speech, they said that they would go to Shishawa the next day, not to Rabat, sorry. So here, will changes into would. I can speak 3 languages. She said that she could speak 3 languages. Notice that can changes into could. We may come to the meeting. They said that they might come to the meeting. So the modal verb may becomes might. I must or I have to respect the deadline. So here there is an obligation. So must and have to becomes had to in indirect speech. He said that he had to respect the deadline. However, when we have the past modals could, would, should, and might in direct speech, they don't change in indirect speech. Other changes are place and time expressions, as well as changes in pronouns, and this has to be memorized, and with practice, things will get easier. So, for example, now becomes then, today, that day, next year, the following year. So, whenever we have next, we replace it by the following. And whenever we have last, for example, last year, it becomes the previous year, the previous last week, the previous week. Here changes into there, this, that, and these, those. And for the pronouns, it depends on the speaker whether it's a singular, male, female, or plural. Have a look at this table. So that's practice time. Let's do it. You have this sentence. Sam said, I am so busy today. I'm helping you. I'm making the words that have to be changed in different colors. I'm so busy today. Give you some time to think about it. So you have to change. Remember, you have first to change the pronoun, the tense, and also the time expression. And you don't put any quotation marks. So the sentence or the answer is some said that he was so busy that day. Why was? Because I am, that's the verb to be in simple present. So we change it into simple past form, which is was. Also, the speaker is a boy, so I becomes he. And the expression today, as you have seen on the table, today changes into that day. Emma said, I'm cleaning my room now. What is the indirect speech? Give it some try. So we have here the present continuous to be verb ing. Good job. Anna said that she was cleaning her room then. So we are using she since we have ML, a female speaker. We have present continuous that changes into past continuous. And we have my changes into her and now becomes then. Next example. Anna said, I will make a big party next week. We have will. Remember modal verbs will becomes a would. That's right. So it's very easy. Anna said that he would make a big party the following week. Example. Ali said, I made a terrible mistake yesterday. So we have made, and that's the simple past of the verb to make. Remember, simple past changes into the past perfect. Good job. Adi said that he had made a terrible mistake the day before. Thank you all for your attention. I hope today's video was useful and see you with another video next time, inshallah, on how to report questions, commands, and suggestions. Thank you. See you next time. Goodbye.